Lather and Nothing Else, page 4, which is the last page. Remember to hit stop after each section when instructed and write your annotations. Begin reading now. The beard had almost completely disappeared. He looked younger, as if years had been taken off since he came in. I suppose this is what always happens to men when they've been to the barber's. Torres was rejuvenated at the stroke of my razor. Yes, because I'm a good barber, the best in this town, and I don't say this out of vanity. A little more soap here, under the chin, over the Adam's apple, on that major artery. Pause, hit stop, and write your annotations. When you are ready to resume, hit play. It's so hot. Torres must be sweating too, but he's not afraid. He's serene, not even worried about what he's going to do with the prisoners this afternoon. I, on the other hand, with this razor in my hand, scraping and scraping the skin, making sure that blood doesn't spill from those pores, wary of each stroke, cannot think calmly. Damned him for coming. I am a revolutionary, but I am not a murderer, and to think how easy it would be to kill him. And he deserves it. Does he? No. What the hell? No one is worth the sacrifice of becoming a murderer. What could be gained from it? Nothing. Others come along, and then others, and the first ones kill the second ones, and they kill the third group, and it goes on until everything is a sea of blood. I could cut his neck like this, jab, jab. I wouldn't give him time to protest, and since his eyes are closed, he wouldn't see the glint of the blade or the glint in my eyes. But I'm shaking like a real murderer. From that neck, a torrent of blood would spurt onto the sheet, onto the chair, onto my hands, onto the floor. I'd have to shut the door, and the blood would be flowing along the floor, warm, indelible, uncontainable, out into the street like a thin scarlet stream. I am sure that a hard jab, a deep incision, would be painless. He wouldn't suffer. And what would I do with the body? Where could I hide it? I'd have to flee, leave all of this, take refuge far away, very far. But they'd hunt me down, hunt me until they found me. The man who murdered Captain Torres, he slit his throat while giving him a shave, a coward. Or, the man who avenged our people, a name to remember, fill in my name. He was the town barber. No one knew that he supported our cause. So which was it? Murderer or hero? My destiny hinges on the blade of this razor. I can push down a little more on my hand, lean like silk, like rubber, like sheepskin. There is nothing more tender than a man's skin, and the blood is always there, ready to flow. A razor like this does not let you down. It's my best razor. But I don't want to be a murderer. No, sir. You came for a shave, and I will do my duty honorably. I don't want to be stained with blood. By lather and nothing else. You're an executioner, and I'm only a barber, each in his place. That's it, each in his place. Hit stop and make your annotations. When you are ready to resume, hit play. His face was now clean, smooth, and taut. The man sat up to look at himself in the mirror. He rubbed his skin with his hands and felt it fresh and like new. Thank you, he said. He headed toward the wardrobe to get his belt, gun, and kepi. I must have been very pale, and my shirt felt soaked. Torres buckled his belt, put his gun back in its holster, ran a hand over his hair mechanically, and put on his kepi. He took a few coins out of his pocket to pay me for my services. Then he started to walk toward the door. He paused in the doorway for a moment, turned around, and spoke. They told me that you'd kill me. I came to find out for myself. But killing isn't easy. I know what I'm talking about. And he headed down the street. This is the end of the story. Make your annotations on the last section. If you are using this time to help you remember the main details to write a summary, you may be ready to write your summary now based on your notes.